Hey, it's John from Foley Hardware and Home, and welcome you to an edition of Fix It with Foley's. And today we have quick fixes with John Stackpole, Foley's Handyman, and he's going to give us a couple quick tips on how to put anchors into drywall, help hang in hooks or towel bars around the house. Very common problem we find at Foley's. So go ahead, John.
Great, thanks, John. This is John Stackpole from Foley's Handyman and Home Maintenance. Just wanted to show you some different ways of putting in anchors. There's different types. So one of the types I use a lot is this little blue anchor, little plastic anchor. There's also this screw-in kind too. That's very common, and so I'll show you both these as well. And basically, you get your drill and you get a drill bit.
And you want those blue anchors, you're using 1/4-inch drill bits.
About a 1/4-inch drill bit. You don't want it too big. You don't want it too small, because if you get it too big, it's gonna be oversized. Too small, it's not gonna hammer into the wall. So grab a 1/4-inch drill bit, put it in your drill, get it lined up, nice and straight. There we go. Okay, so basically, you just want to put in a, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to line this guy up and show.
So this is
hang
this
this hook. We've already got,
common project.
We've already got one anchor in there. Let's put another one so we have 2 anchors. I'm just going to put a pencil mark for the second hole. There it is. You can make it a little bit larger. So now I'm going to go right into here, straight, right in. Here we go. And you've got 2 holes now for your anchor for the coat hook. And I'm just going to take my hammer here and I'm going to tap this anchor in. I'm just going to place it in, just hold it in like that. Just give it a good couple of taps like that and seat it in. It goes nice and easy all the way down. And then I'm going to take my screws for my coat hook and I'm just going to put one in here, line it up. And take the other one, also put it in here as well.
So you're just hand tightening now?
Yeah, just a little bit of hand tightening.
Get it?
Yeah, just so it's secure. In this case, I'm just going to use my Phillips screwdriver.
And these anchors are rated for 15 pounds each, so you really have 30 pounds here on this hook. And there are different options if you need more weight to hang, which John will show us after this.
Okay, hopefully that's straight because I'm a little bit on an angle.
Looks good. So then you got your 30 pounds of stuff that you can hang backpacks or coats or robes in the bathroom. So what other kind of anchors do you have today?
Okay, so the other one I was explaining before is this more, it looks like almost like a screw, and this was developed a few years back, and this is a really good anchor as well. Same concept. I had already drilled a hole earlier, so I'm just going to use that same hole to show you what happens here. So basically, you're putting that inside. Actually, let me do this. Let me do another hole for you. Same concept, 1/4-inch bit. Get that end in, put it here, just maybe a little tight till it starts to screw a little bit. And then I can take another drill that I have set up and I can put that in the anchor and just get that seated. Oh, a little trouble there. So, I'm going to go.
And this anchor is a little stronger. It's going to hold up to 50 pounds. So if you do have larger weight requirements, 2 of these would be 100 pounds if you were using it on a coat hook.
Exactly. So then I can take this screw, if I'm hanging up something, I can put this screw in, little start to the threads, and then we can take our drill again and get that seated.
And that's going to split in the back like that, so it is also very strong and a great way. And then you also have toggle bolt here. That's really going to be the heaviest.
Yeah, this is a great toggle as well, an anchor. So you want to drill a hole a little bit larger, obviously, than this piece, and then just pull the butterfly back, push it into the wall, and let the butterfly open up. And then basically what that's doing is it's creating a compression
so it spreads out kind of like this behind the wall, but even wider. So it's holding onto the sheetrock. It's going to be good for when you're using a towel bar or anything that gets tugged on. If any of the kids are pulling on the towel bar and you ever experienced it ripping out of the wall and you got a big hole left, toggle bolt's going to be the quick fix to that. Well, thank you so much, John. We'll let you get back to your busy day, get out in the field. Got a quick fix at the home. We get a lot of people come in, common problem, the screen door is opening too fast or too slow. We get calls from the handyman service, can you come fix my door? It's really a quick fix. You don't need handyman. We can come over and change these out for you. But John, show us what you would do to slow down or speed up the door. First of all, we have heavy weight, so as long as you have the right door closer, if you have a heavy glass door, a heavy weight, a light screen door, regular duty and medium duty, and they come in different colors. But in terms of adjusting, it's still very important to adjust it to the right length, so you don't want to slam the kids' hands in the door. So what do you got?
So these closers have really just one adjustment, and it on the front too, it actually has a speed adjustment directions on making it faster or slow. Sometimes you might change out from glass to screen, and if you have a glass in for the fall or the winter and then change out to your screen, your storm door is going to move much faster because there's a lot more air passing through the screening. So you might need to make an adjustment and just slow down your door a little bit.
So it's something you have to do more than once. You just can't set it and forget it.
Usually not. So basically all you have to do is Phillips screwdriver, very common. Right inside the piston, if you see there's a screw, and that's basically just an adjustment screw in the piston itself.
Right on the end.
Right on the end.
And there's also, is there any indication of slow or fast on this?
So there is on the label, but the other thing is if you want it faster, you're going to give less pressure, and so you're going to unscrewing it.
Okay.
Maybe not all that way, but I just want to show that it goes all the way out.
And then, if in terms of a very light pressure, this is easier to pull out.
Exactly, that's what's going on there.
Okay.
So then, if you want more of a tightness,
if you have the glass in and it's heavier to hold it back, you're going to tighten it up.
Usually what happens is you make an adjustment, you open the door like you're going to go in the house or go back in the house, and then go out and just feel or look to see how fast it's moving and make some adjustments, either faster or slower along the way. Sometimes you get it in one shot, sometimes you just need a couple of tweaks of the screwdriver.
And you want it heavy enough so that it actually latches shut, because if it's too light, it won't close the latch. So there's a good balance, and you just got to do trial and error.
Absolutely. Just one thing to know with that comment is that if it doesn't get to the door or get to the jamb fast enough, you can speed it up. But also sometimes it's just the pressure between the two doors. So if you've closed your front door and then your storm door goes, all back like it would be closing, it may not get there because there's too much pressure. So maybe just put your hand and finish it off, and that'll be that.
You might need a little extra pull just to make sure it's locked so the wind doesn't catch it, because that's the other thing that happens. The wind catches the door, rips it open, you got to replace everything, you got holes in your wood. But that's another story for another time.
Another story.
John, you're busy, you got to get back to work. I appreciate you coming in this morning. Hey, it's John from Fix It with Foley's, and I have Nancy here today. She's got some great holiday decorating tips, something not only healthy, easy to do, easy to buy. You can get it in your grocery store or local market, and makes it great festive. So what do you got for us?
Yes, all you need is a bag of oranges.
It's a clementine oranges.
Yes, clementine oranges, Sharpie marker, or a paint pen.
Because you found that with the paint pen, you're just drawing on the front. The Sharpie kind of had to rub a lot and get to going, and then you took a piece of paper to clean off the tip. There's a little bit of a surface, an oily surface, natural oily surface, but the paint pen really makes nice dark, and you can use these on large pumpkins too if you want to draw all different color paint pens instead of carving. Some people don't like to carve their pumpkin.
And just use your imagination and draw your faces.
So over here you've peeled the clementine.
This one I peel, and what you do too is you need a celery stalk.
It looks like a real real pumpkin.
It does. You just cut like about a little piece of celery.
You got one here.
Okay, yeah.
This goes in the top.
Just put it right in the top. Take the leaf from your celery stalk, and you just stick it right in there. And there you have it. That's it.
That's great.
Very
I can
simple.
imagine a whole plate full of these for a Halloween party or just a kid's party, birthday party,
class
natural
party.
stack. And the best part about these is they're
juicy, they're delicious, they're healthy.
They smell so good too.
And they
That
smell great, yeah.
orange smell. So, so if you're doing a big pumpkin and you want to carve it, you want to put light inside. A lot of people worry about candles and putting candles inside. You can do that, but you know, if you don't want to worry about it, you want it more festive, or you have a ceramic pumpkin inside the house. These are little LED lights that are battery operated. Turn them on, shut them off. They just run, and you can replace the batteries if you want to. Or you got 8 of them in here. Should last you a whole season. They're great for lighting up and being safe during the holidays. And you know, so that's some great ideas for Halloween decorating. Fun for the party, and I can imagine if you had a whole bowl full of these things with the little faces on, you could have them just around the house for your family to enjoy. It doesn't have to be left for.
You have the scent of oranges all over your house.
Beautiful scent of oranges all over the house. So you know, instead of using a natural cleaner, it's just like a natural oil in your kitchen. All right. Well, thank you very much, Nancy.
Welcome.
And this has been another great idea from Nancy's Corner on Fix It with Foley. I just happened to see a carpenter, cabinet maker extraordinaire come in the store buying something I thought maybe was very interesting, because this is used, we use it all the time in the store, but not many people actually have it at home. But because he does so much work with different size nuts and bolts, you've all run into it. Nothing fits. So tell us about how you came about this little thing.
Well, I have the screw at home, and I needed to find out what screw size it was. So I came down and we got this, and now I can tell it's a quarter 28.
Which is not a common size. Quarter 28 is a fine thread. There's quarter 20 and quarter 28. So you'd be frustrated. Or if it was metric, it would be one of these sizes here. So a lot of times all the stuff coming from overseas would be metric. So
also can tell you the nut size as well. So all the guesswork is out of it. I got the right threading. It's going to work beautifully.
And then you can take this back to the job, and you don't have to worry about running back and forth 10 times. It saves you a lot of time and energy. So you invest a little bit in this great tool, but yet you can now pretty much size up anything right on location. All right, Ed. Hey,
thanks a lot, John.
Thanks for explaining it. We'll let you get back to the job and have a great day.
Okay.
I am highlighting the Handyman on location at the house. So you're used to us being in the store. We're on location today, and this is the Handyman vehicle. It's kind of a mobile workshop, if you will. It's got everything we need, so we don't need to run back and forth to the store. Load it up in the morning, come out and work all week. So just going to give you a little tour inside. Now, here's John. Here's Handyman. John, what are you working on?
How's everything going? Well, today, as
face the audience,
we have some shutters that we just refurbished for a customer, actually down the street here, and we're going to be rehanging these shutters. They're original shutters to the house, and we fixed them, scraped them, gave them 2 coats of paint, and we're going to be putting them back on the house.
So you took them off the house, brought them to the shop so you could work on them there and give them more detail instead of hanging them on the house, and then you got them here in the van. You're going to rehang them today.
Correct.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day for it.
It's an awesome day.
I know you're working here on the screen porch, and we're going to go take a look at what you're working on in the back.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
I'm looking at a screen porch job that John's doing. I thought it was interesting because it's a unique in that he's done some work to close off the bottom of the screen porch to give a more secure feeling. He's going to rescreen the top with some molding on, but I'll let John explain what he's doing here.
So basically what we've done here is this porch was all screen, only divided in the bottom portion. So small screen here and a larger screen here. So what the homeowner wanted in this situation was to basically close the bottom off and make it feel like a little bit more like a room, but still a screen porch.
So you got a secure bottom for the dogs and the kids, and then the screen, you still have plenty of fresh air.
Exactly, and any debris that could come in.
And the door.
A brand new wooden storm door that we'll put the hardware on once we
inside. We'll see.
Once we get finished.
Got some nice old-fashioned
wainscoting
on the ceiling, and once this is all painted and nice, we're going to have a screen inside. It'll be a great porch to spend a nice, beautiful fall day like today. So thanks for your time, John, and we'll see you again soon.
Great to see you guys.
Now we're here in the backyard today doing some fall projects, and one of the things that I was given as an assignment to do was to fix up this old wreath. So this wreath had a lot of beautiful pears and stuff on it, but they're kind of cracked and faded. They've been out in the sun for too long, and I'm gonna just give them a little spruce up. I got a couple different colors I'm gonna try and mix with spray paint. Got to shake it up real good. So I don't know exactly how this is gonna come out, but it can't be any worse than it is now. So we're gonna check. This spray paint, these little shortcuts are great because they're small cans. I don't have to use a lot. So some people think pears look green, some people think they look yellow. I think they look a little of each, so I got a little of each color to kind of mix it up together, and we're gonna see what we come out with. So when you're spray painting, you really wanna do light little coats, and I'm gonna start off here with just little light coats, and that's a little bit of yellow, and you can see if I spray just little light touches, it's probably all we need. And maybe just a little bit of green on the top, because the pear's not totally ripe. So I'll just do this other one real quick right here. And again, light. A little light green on the top maybe, and you see, because it's not totally dry, it's going to blend together, so I might go back with a little bit of yellow. I guess I'm kind of like a graffiti artist here, but you get the point. It's like a mix of what works and what doesn't work. So we'll do a little more yellow, and we'll check back in a few minutes and see how the rest of it comes out. I've now masked off the rest of the wreath because I liked how it looked. I'm kind of working with the balance of the colors here to make it look kind of real, like something you might want to eat, maybe a yummy pear, but they're looking a little bit maybe psychedelic, but it's okay. It's art, so I think we're good, and it should dry out. I'm not going to touch anything. I'm going to let it dry in its place here, but I can always come back and touch up a little bit later on, and we'll see how they look. We have there's still a little bit drying left to do, but they're pretty good. I masked off all the areas. We did a light touch up with the spray paint. I just want to mention I just used this old box, so all the mist from the spray gets trapped inside. It's not windy out, so you don't want to do it when it's blowing real hard, which it is right now, but we were able to get it. So it's a pretty good looking mix. They're kind of like a ripe looking pear, a little better looking than the cracked and faded pears that were on there. So I think we achieved, maybe we can rescue this wreath for another season. At least the colors kind of stand out a little bit more, and we collected a bunch of pine cones out in the yard. We'll try spray painting some of those later.